Hey guys, it's Jonathan with KellTrac Solutions. Be sure to subscribe and like the video to help us keep growing the channel and providing you with more knowledge and content on the Mustang S650 platform. Today we're back here at Only Motorsports to do some testing about the carbon traps in the intakes. There's been a few posts, some claiming that it makes a substantial difference based off of a draggy, so we'd like to test that on the dyno. The car is currently heat soaked. We just did a 30-minute drive to get here. We're going to make 2 rips right away, swap the carbon traps out, and then make 2 more pulls with the car back up to temperature and see if it's actually worth any gains or not. Due to the car not being able to be tuned and having a top speed limiter, currently we're going to be doing pulls in 5th gear so that we can get a pull all the way to 7,500 RPM. Once we can tune the car and take the speed limiter off, 7th gear pulls are really going to show what these cars can do. One thing I'd like to mention is this is all being done in a test environment and not being done on a public highway. Any changes you make or do are your decision only, and we hold no responsibility for adverse effects by you modifying your own vehicle. First step to removing them is going to be to pop the lid off here. There's 2 clips on the front, and the lid pops right off the back. It's a little easier with 2 hands. It's got a conical air filter. You got 1 bolt right here you'll have to pull out. You've also got a MAF sensor here that'll come out of the tube for you to remove it. With the 10mm bolt removed, the MAF disconnected, you can go ahead and pull the air filter off. With the air filter off, you can go ahead and pull that tube up and see the carbon trap that he was talking about. There's a tab on the top and a tab on the bottom. You'll press those in and slide the piece out. Once you've got the intake tube off with the piece out of the front of the MAF housing, you can go ahead and take some needle nose pliers, grab the small part of the plastic and start pulling it out. That actually twists in there as you pull on the white plastic, and you'll just unravel it and pull it straight through. Once you get it pulled up with some pliers, you can just grab it by your hands and pull it around. This is what it looks like once you get the carbon trap out. Once you do, or before or after, you could actually cut those out and probably not have any problems. I'm not going to, in case I have to go back together with it for some reason. I don't think that's going to hurt anything at all. When putting these back together, I do recommend putting the air straightener back in. This actually cleans up the airflow across the MAF sensor there. It does have a keyway or a tab on one side, so it only goes in one way. And we got those pulled out. I went ahead and put the lids back on. Hopefully keep the intake temps down. I don't know if this is going to be a restriction or not. Just pulling through here. I doubt it, honestly. Make sure you tighten your 10mm bolt back up. Just make sure to reconnect both of your MAF sensors. I believe they only go back in one way. I think the bolts are staggered. You'll want to make sure the arrow for flow is obviously going towards the throttle bodies. Make sure to put these back in so you don't end up chafing the wire. Obviously, you've got the small connector over here. This is for the IMRCs and the intake manifold. Tighten your clamp here. And then this one is for the PCV. So it ended up picking up 16 wheel horsepower and 27 torque?
Yeah, 321.
No, 17. So it ended up picking up 16 horsepower to the tire and 17 torque to the tire, and pretty much all the way across the board. 7,400 or so. Pretty substantial difference. These dyno pulls were done in 5th gear. due to the top speed limiter would limit us to like 6,800 in sixth gear, and even lower obviously in seventh 1-to-1. So this just gives us a good curve of what it makes and what to expect once we are able to tune them and pull all the way past 7,500.